Okay, so think about the absolute most effective, most thoroughly researched performance booster in the entire history of sports nutrition. You probably already know what it is, right? It's a compound that has completely revolutionized strength, power, and recovery for decades. But what if I told you that science is currently looking at a way to unlock even more of its potential? We're talking about a concept that takes this ultimate performance game changer and transforms it into something entirely new.
And that brings us to the exact question we're exploring today. What actually happens when you mix the most studied supplement in history with electrolytes? I mean, it sounds like a pretty simple combination, right? Just mix them together. But the biochemistry behind this pairing is absolutely fascinating. It addresses a major hidden bottleneck in human performance that so often just gets completely overlooked.
Well, welcome to today's Explainer. If you are focused on optimizing your physical and mental output, you are exactly in the right place. Today, we're decoding our source material to understand exactly why mixing creatine and electrolytes might just be a massive performance game changer. We're going to break this down step by step so you can see exactly how these two powerful systems interact with each other.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1. The power of creatine, the undisputed hero of sports nutrition.
You know the drill. It all starts with ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Think of it as your body's primary energy currency. When you sprint, jump, or lift heavy weights, you're literally spending this currency to power that explosive movement. Creatine steps in by increasing what are called phosphocreatine stores inside your muscle cells. So, when you rapidly deplete your ATP during a super intense workout, that extra phosphocreatine steps in to quickly regenerate it. It literally restocks your energy currency in real time.
And look, having more of that regenerated currency, it buys you direct, undeniable results. It means significantly better training performance, squeezing out more repetitions before fatigue sets in, and vastly improved overall power production. For powerlifters, runners, and hybrid athletes, having that extra energy currency means pushing the body slightly further. And as we know, over time that leads to some massive adaptations from your training.
Moving right along to Section 2, the cellular hydration puzzle, or as we like to call it, the hidden demand.
So, here's the thing. Creatine naturally pulls water directly into your muscle cells. You might actually know this as the reason people often experience an initial increase in quote-unquote water weight shortly after starting creatine supplementation. But that cellular hydration isn't just about appearance or stepping on the scale. Not at all. The muscle actually desperately needs that fluid to operate its newly boosted energy systems and to recover effectively. Which brings us to Section 3. Enter the electrolytes. The perfect sidekick, and really, the missing link. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it breaks down the specific division of labor. Because if creatine increases the demand for water inside the cell, you absolutely need a way to manage and optimize that fluid. And when you train hard, sweat heavily, or just live a highly active lifestyle, you lose electrolytes. So let's look at the breakdown. Sodium acts as the primary manager of fluid balance and overall muscle function. Potassium steps in to handle muscle contractions and nerve signaling. And magnesium, that takes care of muscle relaxation, recovery, and literally hundreds of vital biochemical reactions. Together, these three dictate your hydration status. They are the ultimate sidekick to creatine.
All right, Section 4, a powerful synergy. This is where energy meets hydration.
It's really like a giant puzzle coming together. On one side, you have creatine aggressively driving your cellular energy engine. On the exact opposite side, you have electrolytes seamlessly managing the cooling and fluid systems so that engine doesn't just overheat and break down. They are doing two very distinct jobs, but man, they create an incredibly complementary relationship. Now, you might be wondering, why does balancing these two actually matter so much? Well, because as the source data tells us, even incredibly small reductions in hydration can negatively influence performance, endurance, and your overall training quality. You can literally have all the ATP and cellular energy in the world, but if your hydration status drops, if you don't optimize the fluid balance right alongside that energy availability, your training quality is inevitably going to suffer. No way around it.
Section 5. Beyond physical performance. Get ready for the cognitive plot twist.
Because here is a fascinating biological fact. Just like an active muscle, your brain is an incredibly active tissue with massive energy demands every single day. And remember what we said creatine does? Right, it supports energy availability. And because of that intense energy demand, researchers are studying some absolutely incredible cognitive benefits. We're talking links to mental fatigue resistance, aiding in recovery from sleep deprivation, boosting overall brain energy metabolism, and even providing neurosupport as we age. This is exactly why this specific combination has just exploded in popularity way outside the gym.
It's rapidly becoming a staple for students, corporate professionals, military populations, and really anyone focused on long-term health and maintaining mental sharpness.
All right, bringing it all together in Section 6, optimizing your strategy. Let's talk about putting this into practice.
First things first, and we have to be real here. Not all creatine products are built the same. To truly unlock this powerful relationship between performance, hydration, and recovery, you need a formula that actually gets the dosing right. You need clinically relevant amounts of creatine perfectly balanced with the correct profile of electrolytes. You can't just guess here.
The whole goal is to seamlessly support your performance, your hydration, and your recovery all at once. No mixing a bunch of different powders or taking a handful of pills, just one step. If you want to try this optimized, synergistic combo for yourself, you have got to check out CREA-LYTES. They have perfectly combined the science we just broke down into one product. Hit the link in the description below this explainer and use the code YouTube for 10% off your order. It is hands down the easiest way to make sure your energy and hydration systems are firing on all cylinders.
So bringing it all home, it really comes down to 4 fundamental pillars. 1, train hard to actually utilize that extra ATP. 2, recover hard to give your muscles exactly what they need. 3, hydrate intelligently to actively manage that cellular fluid balance. And 4, keep chasing progress both physically and mentally. What's your personal experience with creatine? Have you noticed the strength gains, the recovery? What about the mental clarity? Drop your experiences in the comments below. I seriously love seeing how this science plays out in your real lives. Oh, and while you're down there, be sure to hit like on this explainer, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future deep dives into evidence-based training.